Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser cuts through 100% of the grime that some sprays leave behind, and it replaces multiple cleaning products. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser.
This summer, find your happy at the OC Fair. From fun new foods to midway games and thrill rides to shopping, concerts, and even pig races. Get your tickets and find your happy at the OC Fair.
This is KCAL News Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, July 5th. Welcome to KCAL News at 7 on CBS, also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Kim.
And I'm Christine Lazar, and we want to start off with a check of your next weather. Meteorologist Alex Biston joins in studio. Good morning, Alex. I have to say, I'm soaking up the weather right now, but I'm a little worried about what's to come in the valley.
Well, and you know, all three of us live in a valley community of Southern California, and I always like to think about like air conditioning, you know, when I'm gonna have to turn the air conditioning on, and next week it's gonna have to be on for quite some time. Because yes, we're talking about triple-digit heat headed our way, and of course we'll talk about that in length coming up in your extended forecast. Want to start you off live look next weather sky camera Malibu. Low clouds this morning. Will be a little bit hazy in some spots. We do have an air quality alert in effect because of the fireworks that went off last night. So some pockets of poor to unhealthy air quality. Temperatures today very similar to what we felt for 4th of July. Mid 70s across the coastline. 80s Orange County and Los Angeles feeling 90. This is going as we head into the middle of the week. Temperatures across the metro spots will rise into the 90s. Meanwhile, valleys will feel triple-digit heat. We will talk a little bit more about how hot it's going to get exactly where you live. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. Christine and Rachel, back to you.
See you soon, Alex. Thank you. Hundreds of runners are expected to put their feet to the pavement this morning to protest the ice raids across Southern California.
They are calling it the Run Against Ice Resistance Relay. KCAL News reporter Elise Martinez is live in Koreatown with more on their message. Good morning, Elise. We can see them behind you getting ready to go.
Good morning. We're just about an hour away to the start of this relay. And yes, people are definitely starting to show up. The crowd getting bigger as the event is just about to get underway. They are running 15 miles through the city, retracing neighborhoods recently impacted by ice. Runners will pass by Home Depots, LA's fashion district, and vendor stands where people were recently taken into custody by federal agents. We're talking about Koreatown right here, Liberty Park. That's where it starts. They'll go through Pico Union, Westlake MacArthur Park, Echo Park, Chinatown, downtown LA, Skid Row, the Flower District, and other places before ending at Olvera Street. And since the raids began, fear has spread through the immigrant community, but organizers say this is an opportunity to show solidarity and strength and a peaceful way to demand an end to ICE raids and deportations. Take a listen to what the organizer of today's event had to say.
Everything that's going on right now is just heartbreaking to see, and I think I'm such an advocate that if it's a human rights issue, it's an every human issue, and so we all need to come together right now to focus on that.
And this event is free, but people are being encouraged to donate to the National Day Labor Organizing Network. And again, about 2,000 people have registered. They are expecting all of those people to show up. They do have support along the route, water stations every 3 miles, buses following people as well, although this is not a sanctioned event through the city, and they say they will run on the sidewalks. All right, we'll have more for you as the morning goes on. Going to send it back to you.
Elise, thank you so much. Well, despite the federal holiday, immigration raids went on during the 4th of July in our area. This was the scene in West Hollywood as federal agents swarmed a car wash. We spoke to the man who shot the video.
We're sitting outside, just waiting for everyone's car to finish, and all of a sudden we see unmarked SUVs pull up, blocking all the driveways, and all these people in tactical gear and SWAT gear get out of the vehicles and start running through the car wash, chasing people. It was absolutely chaotic, and during the entire time, everyone's trying to figure out what's going on because we think our lives are in jeopardy when all of a sudden we notice they're snagging people.
The raid took place at the Santa Palm Car Wash on Santa Monica Boulevard. Meanwhile, in Inglewood, another immigration raid at the El Super grocery store on Century Boulevard. Cell phone video shows agents detaining a man on the sidewalk. We have reached out to immigration enforcement officials about yesterday's raids. We're still waiting for a response.
Tensions ran high in downtown LA as police move in on protesters. The LAPD says several people were arrested after what was called the Free America March. Demonstrators took to the streets against recent ICE raids all across Southern California. The LAPD declared an unlawful assembly, and protesters cleared out shortly after officers issued that order to leave.
This is probably the place where I feel the most American, with my other community members really just trying to share our voice.
We're a country of immigrants, and we're treating people, we're criminalizing immigrants now as if they don't belong here, and they do.
The roads in and around the protests were shut down for much of last night, but they are now back open.
President Trump is celebrating America's birthday by signing his sweeping tax and spending bill into law. Now that it's done, Scott McFarland reports President Trump will turn up the heat again on his trade war.
Amid a 4th of July celebration on the White House South Lawn.
This is the most popular